Hello everyone, Lon Montgomery here with GetFocusToday.com. And as we continue with Module 4, we want to pick up talking about some techniques that you can use to boost your productivity. In this segment, I'm going to talk about working in chunks. And when we talk about chunks, we're talking about small pieces of time. Other words, we're talking about how to chunk your day up into smaller segments when you're focused on a limited number of tasks. Remember in the previous module, module 4, as we continue with that in the previous lesson, I really should say, because we're still within module 4, but in the previous lesson, we talked about boosting your productivity. We talked about and we used the example of preparing a proposal. We said on Monday, Tuesday, you might conduct the research. Wednesday, you may put everything together. Thursday may be the day that you edit, make revisions. And then on Friday would be the day that you would actually send it out. So you would take that one task or one project. A project is something that has 3 or more steps to it, and you break those steps into what we call tasks, and then you put them all together, and that would be a project. And so, granted that you may now know a little bit about how to focus, and if you've been following and completing the worksheets, you should be able to focus a lot better. Now, let me introduce the concept of concentration, because oftentimes people get the two confused. They will say, well, Lyman, what's the difference between focus and concentration? Let me explain it this way. Focus is the ability to pay attention to something. It's to draw you in, to zero in on something, and to pay attention to something. Concentration is your ability to stay there for some period of time. And so when a person says that they are concentrating, what they're saying is, I'm focused and I'm going to stay there. I'm going to reside there for some period of time. So think of it in this way. Focus is the ability to zero in on something, whereas concentration is your ability to maintain that focus or to stay there over some period of time. And most of us will constantly have to engage. We get distracted, refocus. That's why you will hear me often say that we need to get focused, refocus, so that we can stay focused. Let me say it again. Most of us will get focused and have to refocus, reset our lenses, reset our gaze, reset our attention point, reset how we zero in on something so that we can stay focused. And so when you're chunking up your day into small bits of time, don't work with a broad focus. See, the problem a lot of times is we say, I'm going to get 20 things done in one day. And while that may sound great, it may even make us feel better to say, hey, I looked at my to-do list and I was able to check off 15 things. What I'm asking you to do now is to slow down. As they say where I'm from in Dayton, Ohio, slow your roll. Just slow down, pump your brakes. Because it's all about being able to engage 100% of your mental capacity so that when you're concentrating or staying there for some period of time, because you are focused, then you will find out that your error rate will decrease. Why? Because you're focusing in on one, no more than 3 things at a time. Remember, the brain can only focus in 100% on one thing. It can do a good job at around 3, maybe 5. After that, you get what is known as diminish return. Diminish return, which means the more things you add that your brain tries to focus on, the more diminished the results become. Write this down, it's very important. A confused mind has a hard time making a decision. Let me say it again. A confused mind or a cluttered mind has a hard time making a decision. And part of the extreme power focus system is designed to get you to the place where you can make quick, rapid, and accurate decisions. Quick, accurate, and rapid decisions without error. In other words, when you're focused, you decrease your error rate and increase your productivity and your accuracy rate. And this is done through the technique of chunking. Now, it's very important, as we talked about, not to work with a broad focus, but rather narrow your focus by identifying what are your priorities. In the previous lesson, we talked about using one of two methods, either a night before method, where you set your focus in the evening for the following day, or you take a weekly or a broader view and you plan out your week. And we use the example of preparing a proposal. Now, this is going to be tough for some of you. Sometimes, let me change that. Most of the time, you need, yes, I said, you need to be in a position to simply say no. You see, part of being focused is not always saying yes, but what are you saying no to? Sometimes you have to be willing to say no. And when you are able to say no, you begin to get very narrow, almost like putting your sights in the crosshair, and get literally eagle-eyed focused and in alignment with what it is you should be doing. Another word for that, setting focus priorities. Remember, a priority is anything that you give preference to. So, download the worksheet, fill out the exercises, and show me what I want you to do. All right, we're from Missouri. Show me. Now, some of you like, well, how can I show you? Well, virtually. What I want you to do is complete the worksheet and upload it. Matter of fact, send me an email. Go to info@getfocusedtoday.com. 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 Shoot me an email, all right? And show me, upload. Let me see. I guarantee I will respond. Let me see how you're chunking your day. Let me see your focus list, and I will respond. That's my guarantee to you. So I will see you in the next lesson. Until then, get focused, refocus, so you can stay focused, my friend.